Good afternoon.
Good
Thank
afternoon.
y'all for coming to be informed on how to receive in a commodity, raw commodity. My name is Juila. I currently now work in a receiving warehouse. And today I'm going to talk about unloading and checking in and receiving a commodity into a system. Have you ever went to the doctor or pharmacy to get your medication? Come to find out it might be wrong.
Yeah.
Have you ever done
Yes.
that? Where today, by us receiving in a commodity, raw commodity first, correct the first time and every time, that to help prevent the mix-up of medication at the pharmacy or the hospital or the doctor's office, wherever you may be. So the first step we're going to do, we're going to talk about unloading a shipment. When the shipment arrives to the facility, it is the truck driver comes in and they get a freight bill to the warehouse operator. The warehouse operator verifies what he's receiving. And it comes in containers like this. This is a shipment that came in. It comes in verified what it is. So the warehouse operator unloads the truck, put it into a lane which is in the warehouse for them to check it in. But when he unloaded, he has to verify that everything is in good condition. No holes or anything. So if he finds out there's a hole in the container, he then has to go and get incoming quality, which is now called IM. And they come out and they inspect the box. And they look inside and make sure that the contents is not damaged. So if the contents is not damaged, then they're okay to receive it in. So once he verified that and he got the number of cases, times the number of pallets, whatever the freight bill has for identification, he signs it off. The truck driver signs it off, and then the truck driver leaves. We also have another warehouse operator, which next we're going to talk about receiving it in. The warehouse operator then, this also can take very amount of time too, because you have to verify every case that came in per pallet, that everything is in good shape, and you're going to verify, like today we have a label, so when he's checking it in, he's now going to get this packing slip, and he's going to verify what's on the packing slip per container, what's on the inside. And when he does that, he's going to take and verify the number of pallets times the number quantity in the case, and then it matches the packing slip. Then he's going to take and he's going to stamp and sign and date that the shipment was received good and everything matches what's on this shipment. Okay? Then after he does that, the next final steps we're going to do, we're going to talk about the receiving part. The receiving clerk then has to verify the packing slip, and if anything is wrong with it, the shipment, say like it might be missing a label, she got to go then and send that to purchasing. Purchasing is the department that orders the shipment to come into the warehouse. And then once they're notified they get everything correct, then the receiving clerk is ready to receive the shipment into the system, which now is an AS400 system, which is the operating system. And all we do is then the packing slip comes with a purchase order on it. We take the purchase order, we enter that into the system, which is the AS400 system. And then once we enter in the commodity name, the PO number, in which the PO pulls up what this commodity should be on this packing slip. Then once we do that, and the receiving clerk, we enter it in, and then a receiver is generated. Once the receiver is generated, we take this packing slip, we put this receiver to it, then we'll take it and we'll go out to the warehouse and we'll find the operator and we'll give that to them. And they are also to verify that everything is correct per the receiver number, and they got to make sure everything's correct on the case. After the product has been barcoded and everything is ready, IM department then takes and tests the labeling, and then once it's okay for them to release for the lines to pick, then once they be put in okay status, and then sometimes if it's a problem, it could be put in restricted status, meaning no one can use that product for any production to be going out to the hospitals. So once they test the product, and sometimes it could take several days to get that commodity released. So that's why it's very important that when we receive it in, check it in, and unload it, that we do those steps correctly, and we verify from the beginning before it even get to be tested. Because if we mix a product or we checking something wrong, sometimes a shipment can come in mixed lots, mixed commodities. A roll label might be a RL 0592 and it's supposed to be an IM 0592. That's when you have what you call a mixed product. And then when you get it at the hospital or the doctor's office, that's why it's incorrect in the labeling. So that's what happens when you receive it in wrong. And by us checking and catching it at the beginning, it helps IM to release the product faster. And by releasing it faster, it be ready for production, which will help stop these drug shortages that's going on. Because a lot of drug shortages is because we are not doing it right the first time every time. And it don't get caught. And it might get caught when it get in the production area. And then they have to put that product on hold. Have you ever heard they say a recall?
Yes.
Well, that's what a recall is, because something was done along the process that was out of the ordinary, and it's not correct. Follow those steps, we're able to receive in, we're able to check it in, we're able to unload it. And then the next time when you go to your doctor or your pharmacy and you get a prescription, think about it. The first steps that it took to process to get that medication to the hospitals. Okay? Thank you.